What's going on, Jets fans? The day is finally here, and the 2025 NFL Draft is here. And coming up on today's show, we're going to be going over the latest news and rumors that we are hearing around your New York Jets and who they could be selecting at pick number 7. My name is Patrick Siepman, and welcome in. But before we dive into it, we're actually going to start an NFL Draft sub-battle, and we're going to be taking on our Bills breakdown show here. We're both starting at 0 subs apiece. We put the goal as 100 subs on each channel. So the first channel that gets to 100 subscribers will win this sub battle. So if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button. We'll keep you guys posted with everything you need to know around the 2025 NFL Draft and your New York Jets. So hit that subscribe button today, and let's dive into it. So the latest mock drafts have started to float in over the last 24 hours, and we're going to start off with Peter Schrager's mock draft. He only puts out one every single year, and he's pretty damn accurate with these selections. And he had the Jets drafting Penn State tight end Tyler Warren. I'll be a massive fan of this move. You guys know I've been pounding the table that the Jets should, at least highly consider Tyler Warren. And if he's the pick at number 7, I'd be a big fan of it. Now, his production last year for Penn State with the Nittany Lions was ridiculous. He really was the focal point of that offense. Everything ran through him, and he had over 1,200 yards, just under 12 yards per catch, 8 touchdowns, only 3 drops, and they even saw a little wildcat package with Tyler Warren. And with the NFL looking like they're going to keep the tush push, maybe Warren could be a tush push guy as well. But Dane Brugler, one of the best NFL draft analysts, wrote up an interesting piece on Tyler Warren saying this: a high-efficiency pass catcher. Warren moves with light feet, fluid body movements, and natural balance, all of which helps him instantly transition from receiver to runner and become a real threat with the ball in his hands. He showed improved trust in his hands as a senior and now calmly adjusts to finish catches regardless of the traffic around him. 3 drops on 135 targets in 2024. Overall, Warren still has developing to do as a route runner and blocker, but he is an agile-footed big man who naturally tracks the football with dependable hands and a hunger to create after the catch. He projects as a NFL starter, or as a rookie NFL starter with traditional qualities as well as the schematic versatility to be a multi-tool weapon for a play caller. And listen, I don't mean to be hyperbolic when I say this, but I think Tyler Warren would be a home run pick for the Jets because this offense needs vast improvement, not only in the run game, but in the passing game as well. And Tyler Warren would improve both those. And Tanner Engstrad coming from the Detroit Lions, what he did with Sam Laporta, I'm sure he's looking at a guy like Tyler Warren, even at Colston Loveland, saying, I could do the same exact thing, if not better, because Laporta was a second-round pick, where Warren would be a top 10 guy, and I think he would instantly become a top 10 tight end in the National Football League next season. This would be a home run pick. This guy's a stud, and if he is the selection tonight at pick number 7, you guys should all be very, very happy with that choice. But I think it's going to come down to these two guys. It's going to be Tyler Warren and Armand Membou. Who would you take? Pick one to draft. Give me a TW for Tyler Warren. Give me an AM for Armand Membou down below in the comment section. I do think there's a chance that the Raiders take Membou at 6, but if they're both on the board, who are you taking? Tyler Warren or Armand Membou? All right, so Daniel Jeremiah dropped his final mock draft yesterday, and he had the Jets drafting Armand Membou at pick number 7. Now, if you go look at all of the mock drafts that have came out over the last couple of months, I would probably say 98% of them have the Jets either going Membou or Tyler Warren. It makes a lot of sense because the Jets still have a massive need at that right tackle position. Armand Membou would step in. Him, Fashanu, be your tackle duo of the future with a solid interior, and immediately he would make that Jets offensive line at least a top 10 unit in the league. And this is what Brugler had to say on Membou. As a pass blocker, Membou displays above average balance, quickness, and jolting punch in his sets to mirror up and down the arc. He was equally efficient in the run game with Missouri, often running it behind number 79 and his drive power. Overall, Membou might not have ideal height for a tackle, but he plays along with exceptional control and finishing skills. His tools remind me of Troy Fontenot from the 2024 draft class, and all the talent is there for him to become a long-term NFL starting tackle. And let's just say Membou ends up being that blue chip prospect. He ends up working out. And let's just say Fashanu, who looked good in very limited action last season, and both those guys hit. You got your tackles of the future. I love John Simpson, love Joe Tippmann, and Elijah Vera Tucker. You'd be looking at this 5-man unit for the Jets, all young, all hungry, and all have a lot of blue chip talent in their game. And honestly, the more I think about pick number 7, the Jets really can't go wrong here unless it's like a wild trade back to like pick 15 or 16 and they're not able to get one of the top 2 tight ends, or, one of these stud offensive tackles. But I really think if they just stick and pick at number 7, you're going to end up with one of the blue chip players in this draft class. And, if I'd give my final prediction, I think it's going to be these 3 guys: Tyler Warren, Armand Membou, or Mason Graham. Now, I do think there is a chance as the draft goes on. Let's just say, we got the big 3, Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter. They'll go 1, 2, and 3. And let's just say the Patriots, they stick and pick, and they go, Will Campbell at number 4, and then the Jags, maybe they go Ashton Genty. A lot of buzz about that. And then maybe the Las Vegas Raiders, they go Armand Membou, and then the Jets have a decision there. Tyler Warren, Mason Graham. I would be very curious to see where they go, but I definitely think Mason Graham would be, a huge consideration for this front office, considering the amount of time that they have spent looking into the Michigan defensive tackle. So if I had to kind of chalk it up to the chances here, I think I'm going 40% each on Armand Membou and Tyler Warren, and then Mason Graham give 20%. Now, I do think if Membou is there, out of these 3 guys, this is the Jets' top draft target. But let's just say Membou goes 6, then I think the decision comes down to Tyler Warren, Mason Graham. I think they would probably lean Tyler Warren, but they also put a ton of work in on Mason Graham. And also, let's just say the draft goes like this. Big 3, like I was saying: Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and then even Will Campbell goes there. And then let's just say the Jags, early in this process, they were mocked to draft Mason Graham majority of the time. So if they take Mason Graham, then even the Raiders at pick number 6 go Membou, you're locked into Tyler Warren. I think no matter what, you're locked into either of these 3 guys. The only way you wouldn't be is, big 3 stays the same. Let's just say the Patriots go Membou, and then let's just say Graham goes to the Jaguars, and then let's just also say, a team like the Bears, who they could potentially be high on Warren, or maybe even like the Colts, who are looking to trade up. They trade up to 6, and then Warren's off the board. Then all 3 of those guys are off. Then I would be curious to see where the Jets turn their attention, where then a wild card like, what if Colston Loveland goes number 7? What if Jahdae Barron goes number 7? So I still think it's more likely than not the Jets walk out of, night 1 of the NFL draft with either of those 3 prospects. I'm still hoping if I had to choose between Membou or Warren, I would go Membou slightly, but also I wouldn't be upset either way, even if they decide to go Tyler Warren over Armand Membou. But honestly, there's also a chance where all 3 of them are on the board, and the Jets can kind of just pick, their choice of the litter there. So listen, I am fired up for this. This is one of the best days in the NFL calendar. And, there's just so much optimism amongst all NFL fans. And there should be a ton of optimism amongst Jets fans as you as a chance, or as this franchise has a chance to truly get a blue chip player in a huge position of need. Because you need a defensive tackle, you need a tight end, you need a right tackle. Like, all 3 of those options should be on the board at pick number 7. But if you guys are fired up for the draft tonight, hit me with a me down below. We will be breaking down the pick at number 7 here on the channel. So make sure you guys tune in, and also hit me with a me down below. But also hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a thing throughout this entire 2025 NFL draft. We're going to be in the studio all weekend breaking it down. So hit that subscribe button today. We'll see you guys next time. As always, go Jets.